Now, this was commentated, but it was in Korean, so I unfortunately don't know exactly what they were saying, but just by watching the footage, it was pretty clear what we can expect from this game, at least in this current build, in this current iteration. Now, before we really jump into walking through this stuff, I just want to warn you, the footage you're about to see is like super potato quality because it was picture-in-picture with a bunch of live stream stuff like around it and cameras of the people who are playing. So we're looking at a stream, which is already pretty low quality with a fairly low bit rate, and then a shrunken portion of the gameplay of the screen was actual gameplay, which I will enlarge so that we can focus on the gameplay. But yeah, it's going to be pretty rough looking quality for that reason because of how it was presented and recorded and how I'm sharing it with you. But that stuff aside, let's talk about what we saw because this is actually pretty cool and some interesting things that have left me a little more hopeful for Project LLL than I have been in the past. The gameplay starts out with us seeing a player starting out by dropping from the sky, just like we saw in that gameplay trailer. And as I initially thought, it just does seem like this is the spawn in and respawning mechanic in this game. Now, one interesting note here is you can see what clearly appears to be from the get-go some sort of parameters for the play space, or at least parameters for where the player can drop, as you notice this purple box that surrounds the city where the player is dropping in from. Now, upon landing, he starts clearing out groups of enemies just using his basic ranged weapon and some abilities. We also see this dodge skill in action, which is sort of like a short-range dash or teleport. At one point, we see him cycling through a list of abilities and is actually able to swap which one is active in one of 3 slots that do appear on the bottom right of the UI. Now, after fighting above ground for a few minutes, the player then walks into this parking garage, interacting with some sort of a beacon. I just assume this is a quest objective, basically. After this completes, he heads back up above ground, and in doing so, comes across a couple of other players. Now, they don't appear to actually be like grouped up in a party, or at least there were no UI indications on the screen that would imply that there was a party going on. Regardless though, either way, while above ground, throughout the rest of the demo, this trio of players sticks together, doing a bunch of fighting and clearing out objectives. Basically just moving from one location to another, completing tasks, which most of the time have them interacting with like a computer or laptop or some sort of machinery, while also killing an assorted mix of basic and elite enemies and the occasional boss. And this was the really good stuff here because it gave us just a nice extended look at, again, what was raw gameplay. The gunplay is about what you expect. There's really not much to write home about here. It does seem well done enough and it sounded good enough as well. Just decent looking for a third-person shooter. We also saw a few abilities on display, like the back-mounted rockets. We saw a few examples of players using the cryo grenades to freeze enemies. There did also appear to be other grenades, including frag and Molotov. We saw group heals with players placing around like this AoE heal that people could just walk into. And we also saw a few examples of players using the shield bubble to prevent damage, usually because either they were low on health or because they wanted to not get interrupted while interacting with a computer, which would take like a few seconds basically to complete the interact animation. Now, beyond the basics of them just walking through the city, going to these different points of interest, and I gotta say as well, a lot of really cool spots in the city. They had like construction facilities. There was a lot of the outdoor environment, like trees and bushes and shrubbery that was like sprouting up through the city. Lots of broken down buildings and stuff. Just some neat locations. It's a nice looking city to walk through from what they showed us. But yeah, the trio of players walked around, they shot things, they interacted with objectives, and from this there were a few noteworthy moments besides that basic core loop. So at one point we saw players actually looting by kicking open the trunk of a car, at which point it spit out like a bunch of currency, ammunition, and I believe some gear as well. There was a point where they approached a helicopter pad and that looked to trigger this event. Sirens started going off. The player then interacted with a terminal, after which loads of helicopters fell in, starting dropping enemies for them to fight. And then after taking them out, they actually stole one of the helicopters, jumping in and then taking off, flying it away towards another objective. We also saw them engage with what appeared to be a boss, during which the player died and got kicked back to some sort of a lobby. And here is where I basically got the confirmation that yes, those drop pods are the game's respawn mechanic. When you die, you go back into the drop pod, you redeploy falling from the sky, and you get to choose where you want to land. And in this particular instance, while they were fighting like this boss mech, the player decided to land on the roof of a nearby building. Like, super mega brain play there. Good job, dude. They gave the boss a go for a little while, making a few attempts, but it was evidently too tough for them to take out. And at that point, they wrapped up the first part of the live stream. So they took a little break, they did some interviews, and then jumped back into the game. I was wondering if this was going to be, you know, them like showcasing something new and different, like a new game mode, but it appeared to basically be more of the same. They dropped in, picked a landing spot, started shooting enemies, moving around, collecting loot, and completing objectives. But during this second window, there were a few other interesting things. For one, at one point we saw the player summon in one of those Titanfall-esque mechs in which they actually climbed in and used it for several minutes. It had a few different weapon options. There was a basic assault gun, but also what appeared to be rockets mounted on both shoulders. While in this mech, they were just absolutely obliterating and tearing through groups of enemies. A helicopter came down at one point and they like destroyed it in under a second, so this thing was clearly very powerful. They also rescued an NPC in distress. It appeared to just be kind of hanging out there. They walked up, interacted with it. It rewarded, I believe, experience and some items and currency. There was a very tough elite at one point that we saw the player actually chain CC by freezing them with those cryo either grenades or abilities, but he froze the tough enemy and then started targeting these weak points on the side of like its armor and its back, and then shooting them broke away these armor pieces. That reminds me a lot of what they did in like the Division and Division 2. Slowly broke away the armor pieces until eventually there was no armor left and they were able to quickly take the enemy out. And then at the very end of the play session, tons of enemies started rolling in and some big event appeared to happen. There was a big warning on the screen that before cutting to a cutscene of rockets blowing up some large nearby structure. Again, I'm not entirely sure what happened. Maybe they finished a quest, or maybe there was just like the final way to wrap up the demo, more or less. Not exactly sure because, again, unfortunately, I don't speak Korean, so I couldn't tell what they were saying to describe what was going on. And that was pretty much it. Now, I will say, after sitting down and watching this nearly hour of raw gameplay footage, overall, I'm actually fairly impressed, at least a lot more so than I was expecting. My expectation level was somewhere in the middle, especially considering this is an NCSoft title. I didn't have particularly high hopes, but watching gameplay in action, seeing it play out, it seems to be shaping up to be a decent looking open world third-person shooter. Now, I didn't really get a good sense of any MMO elements because it did appear to just be a group of 3 players. If anything, it seems almost more shared world, but watching this raw gameplay did leave me more hopeful. It is better than what I was expecting. No, it didn't blow me away. If anything, I will say that the world felt a little flat. Like, beyond the enemies that spawned in, the entire play space was really static. There wasn't much movement or life to the world itself. Now, yes, it's like an apocalypse and the things are blown up and dead, but if they could breathe some more life into the play space, that would be really great, because it just felt like static landscape and monster boxes that spawned in enemies, and that's more or less what it felt like. Also, the event variety was pretty lacking. They were interacting with terminals, doing the helicopter thing, and the mechs. That was like the 3 things that ever happened in that entire hour of playtime. And I will say as well, it doesn't seem very seamless open world with that large purple barrier. In fact, during the second portion of the stream, it was pretty clear that they couldn't cross it. The players at one point walked right up to the barrier and it was a straight up wall. They couldn't go beyond that large purple beam. So that seamless open world thing with no loading screens doesn't seem to be exactly accurate. Maybe this was a restriction of this build for this live stream. I don't know, because again, I don't speak Korean, so if they made note of what that was and why it was there, I would have completely missed it. So I'm just hoping that's the case, but I'll also add as well, I was a little concerned, just in the gameplay trailers, there was pretty clearly some big frame rate and performance issues from what they showed, like in those 5-minute gameplay trailers and that initial 9-minute gameplay trailer. But this live stream, things were running smooth as butter. Like, it did look really good. I don't think I even saw any frame drops in the entire hour of gameplay, so I was pretty impressed with that. And yeah, the game certainly, at the very least, looks good enough for me to want to check it out and give it a look when the time comes. With the added disclaimer, once more, that yes, this is an NCSoft game, so we should expect all of the monetization. Every type of monetization. You just assume that it's going to be in this game. But beyond that, yeah, I'll give it a shot, because like I said, I like looter shooters. You guys know I'm a sucker for MMOs. I at least need to check them out, even if it's for a brief time. Now, as of now, Project LLL is slated for release on both PC and console at some point in 2024. No quarter or window or month or actually day given at this point, but yes, they are saying 2024, and hopefully we get some sort of beta testing prior to that to give the game a look. But that is going to do it. That's the update for Project LLL. TLDR, not super high hopes, but better than I expected, better than I anticipated. And it seems like it might be another one of those NCSoft games that's like a solid 7 to 8 gameplay wise and a 0 monetization wise. That's where I'm guessing this thing's gonna land. We'll see sometime next year. That's it for today. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed this update. I'll see you next time. Take it easy.
No way. Oh my god. Was this World War Z? Oh my god. We weren't... No way. I feel like if our guild name is Olympus, we have to figure out how to get on top of that mountain there. This side, this way, and then up. Make sure your stamina bar is full, guys, okay? Don't take any risks. Oh shit, we go whoa. Oh my fucking god.
That works.
Oh my god, look at this. This is insane. Let's go inside. That took a while. Yeah, it sure fucking did, didn't it?
Oh yeah, they finally built the
That's sick, yeah.
fucking built that shit, didn't they?
Okay, we'll go inside here. These are all my chests. So we took out a lot of the stuff in here. That's good. Okay, and then we've got... Oh my god. So this is our... And we've got all of our chests in here. There's a door right there. It'd be nice to get some torches in here. But we're planning that out soon. And we have a little walkway. Oh my god, look at this. I come bearing gifts. Wait, not yet, not yet, not yet. Let me just look around. Oh, wow. And there's Catton's area. Look at this. Holy. Wow. Last night, we were building... It wasn't anywhere near this. Can you take the torch off for now? Yeah, just get rid of the torch for now so we can actually get a better idea of like what the visuals look like without the torch. Yeah, there we go. Holy shit. And then, oh, wait. Oh my god, what the Jesus!
Yeah, good luck running into this guild.
Oh my
You get
god.
shit pushed in day one. Oh my god, can I join you?
Holy fucking
No.
shit!
Die, peasant. Get mobbed by like
Look at
100
this.
guys. Here. Pieces of wood and rope.
No way. And this is where we're building this area? What the fuck is this? We're in? Yeah. Oh my god. And this takes us all the way down there? Okay, let's go up to the top then.
Put away your torch, my friend. It's not needed
And
where
what's
you're
this up
going.
here? Is this the watchtower? It's a watchtower of all chests. Just for building.
I love my emotes.
Oh
I got,
my
I guess I got
fucking
8
God,
more
look at
emotes
this.
to upload, so I just need 8 more subs. I can just sub to myself. Start gift subbing people.
Alright.
So I can get some sub points. Is that cheating? Maybe.
So
Maybe.
yep, we've got everything over there. And look at this.
I need to do
Holy
something.
fuck, this is massive.
Or maybe I could put in the channel points, like, I can gift you a sub for like
Oh my
10k
fucking
channel
God.
points.
Look at this.
Of course,
there's
everyone would
another
probably
one
choose
over here.
themselves, but there
Hey,
are
what's
some
this?
people that just be like, oh, just gift someone random.
Oh, this is an... Are these... Do we own these people, or are they other people?
We own these.
Do we own them, or what? We start an outpost on top of the mountain? Okay. The
We own it.
stairs going to the mountain? Wait, you started an outpost.
Um,
Wait.
What is this?
What the fuck? Okay, give me a minute.
Human trafficker?
Give me a minute. We will
Confirmed.
look at that, but let me check this first. Oh my god. Look at this whole thing.
Yeah.
Oh, no way. Oh my. That's a damn.
Sex dungeon. Yo, his chat is stupid.
Look at this. Oh my fucking god. This is massive. There's Donta right there waiting. Holy shit. And there's this is all the people that are in the guild. Let's go down. We're gonna go down and actually, yeah, let me just a second. Oh shit. Okay, so this is the other part of our castle here. We're probably gonna
I
figure
look
out
like
how
an
this is
old
gonna
beat
work
up
here.
John Wick.
There's a little pathway down here. Oh wow.
It looks like the
And
raggedy
there's a
peasant
little,
version of John
little
Wick.
apothecary station here. Holy shit. Holy shit.
Yes, sir.
Dude, this is so much more than last night.
So much more.
Like I was expecting to like show you guys like it was going to be pretty cool, right? But I didn't realize like all this work had been done overnight. This is incredible.
Yeah.
Look at that. Boxes, a little place to sit down. Well, what's up here? Oh, I guess this is... oh, they're probably just planning this. It's still being developed. Okay. I'm assuming I can grapple on? Yeah. Okay, there we go. And let me go down here. And so I guess this leads us out into this area. Okay. Wait, what the hell is this? Is this another area? Oh, I know where this is going. Okay. Yeah, I understand now. Holy shit. And then there's a whole other area there. And then there's this too. Oh my god. Oh my fucking god. Jesus, this is all built? Yeah, the whole thing was built. We built this entire thing. This is incredible in one day. About a day and a half now. I helped build some of this. I'll have you know that last night I was farming off stream. I was farming off stream, getting clay, building up the clay together so we could farm this. Like, I'm not saying I did as much work as some of these other guys, but I was doing stuff too, okay? It's not just me being lazy, okay? No, it's on 2 hands. Yeah, I mean, I was part of it. Anybody who was there knows that. Look at this. This is our other area right here. Wait, there's another whole building here? What the fuck? This is all new. Oh my god. And that's our manufacturing station. We were working on that last night. Holy fucking shit. Look at that. Oh my fucking god.
Never been.
This is insane. Yeah, this is so good, guys. Like, this is incredible. Let's go down to the bottom. I guess
Yeah, it looks pretty awesome.
Now December already. Time flies when you're having fun, and considering how many games have come out this year, it's really not a surprise that 2023 has just whizzed by. But between now and that ball in Times Square dropping, there's still quite a few more games coming out. Here are December 2023's biggest game releases. As always, a friendly reminder, we try to be as comprehensive, accurate, and up to the minute as humanly possible between me recording this video and you watching it. Delays and surprise announcements may have happened, and some games just don't make the list for one reason or another. Nothing personal, nothing nefarious, it happens. We also occasionally make mistakes. Last month, we mistakenly said that Persona 5 Tactica was only on Switch, when it is in fact on basically everything. I also said that Thirsty Suitors was rooted in Southeast Asian culture when it's just South Asian, namely Sri Lanka. What we screw up next month, you gotta tune in next episode to find out, but first, let's talk about some video games that are coming out in December. On the first, Switch owners can deck the halls with Batarangs
I didn't do that.
in the Batman Arkham trilogy, which collects Rocksteady's beloved
come to
Arkham
chat,
Asylum,
what are you
Arkham City,
doing?
and Arkham Knight. You can also have a slime of a time
Sorry,
in Dragon
accidentally.
Quest Monsters: The Dark
One
Prince.
of my friends, I'm
SteamWorld
trying to
Build
like
hits
change
Switch
our
and every other
rules
platform
on
that
my
day as
channel.
well. And after dabbling in tower defense, Metroidvania platforming, real-time strategy, deck building, and so on, this latest entry adds city building and management to SteamWorld's resume.
So yeah,
Death
next
Stranding
if
is
you
theoretically coming a
happen to
range of
come
Apple
by, I'm
devices
just
in
trying to change
December,
your
but
rules
Apple
to
is
VIP
historically
on my
annoyingly
channel.
secretive when it comes to announcing release dates more than a few days in advance. Right now, only the Mac OS version has one, which is December 2nd. Bear in mind, that's only if you have a Mac desktop
I
or
think of a
laptop
different way
with
to
an
do it.
M1 chip or newer. Meanwhile, if you have an iPhone 15 Pro or an iPad with an M1 chip or newer, the game could very well drop on December 2nd, or it might just pop up on the App Store unannounced like some spectral phantasm. If everything I just said seems like a tediously verbose way to explain a needlessly convoluted concept, well, that's nothing compared to some of the cutscenes in Death Stranding. On December 5th, after well over a year in early access, the Animal Crossing-like Disney Dreamlight Valley will be getting a full official release on everything, which is dropping alongside the first major expansion, A Rift in Time. There was talk of this game going free-to-play, but it is instead going to adopt the good old-fashioned buy the thing and then it is yours to own approach, unless of course you're an Apple's Arcade subscriber, in which case it is yours at no additional cost. Also coming to Apple Arcade that day is Sonic Dream Team, and it's exclusive to the service for the immediate future, and understandably, some folks are less than thrilled about that, so here's hoping it either comes to other platforms, or it totally sucks, so nobody feels like they're missing out. Unless, of course, you're an Apple Arcade subscriber and a Sonic fan, in which case, hopefully, the game is great. Still on the 5th, Skater XL comes to the most skateboard-shaped console currently on the market, the Nintendo Switch, and don't worry, it is a standalone story, so you won't be confused if you didn't play the first 3 games, Skater Small, Skater Medium, and Skater Large. That's a stupid joke, but I like it. On December 5th, The Lord of the Rings Return to Moria hits PS5 after an unfortunate last-minute delay days before it hit PC back in October. This is also slated for Xbox Series sometime early next year, but you know what they say, a Lord of the Rings game is never late, nor is it early. It releases precisely when it means to. Except for Gollum, I guess, which probably should have launched directly into the fires of Mount Doom, rather than, you know, on consoles and PC. On December 6th, Hello Neighbor, Nikki's Diaries may sound like one of those movies they show late at night on those channels your parents don't subscribe to, but I assure you it is a brand new installment of the popular Breaking and Entering Sim series, which is coming to Android and iOS, and chances are my joke about straight-to-cable adult programming went way over the heads of most of the Hello Neighbor demographic. Get off my lawn, children. Yo, listen up, here's a story about a little guy who lives in a blue world, and all day and all night, and everything he sees is just blue, like him. And that little guy's name was Jake Sully in the hit film James Cameron's Avatar, and you can blue yourself in Avatar Frontiers of Pandora on December 7th. This game looks to take the somewhat familiar, maybe played out open-world action formula of Ubisoft's Far Cry games and inject it with all of the fabulous flora and fauna and militaristic colonizers and mech suits from Avatar, and it's probably going to add a few new bells and whistles too, I imagine. And really, that sounds like a pretty good consolation prize for anybody who's bummed that they have to wait a whole year to sit down again in a theater, put on some stupid glasses, and go ooh and ah as those big blue cats save the trees or the whales or whatever they're doing in the next movie. That's on the Xbox Series, the PS5, and the PC. Speaking of putting stupid stuff on your face and going ooh and ah, it's a good day for VR enthusiasts as well. Arizona Sunshine 2 will likely brighten the day of any PSVR 2 owners itching for something new to play, and MetaQuest 2 and 3 owners will probably bricks over Lego Brick Tales. This is the VR version of the Captain Toad Treasure Tracker-esque puzzle game that was released last year, and it looks like it'll benefit a ton from the tactile nature of VR controls, and it'll also be taking advantage of the Quest 3 new mixed reality functionality. And finally, it's a way you can play Lego on your living room coffee table without all of the hassle of, actually doing that. Invisible Lego, they're here. You can't step on them. I guess you can, it probably doesn't hurt though, so there's that. Finally, Lego bricks that you can't step on because they're not real. Still in the 7th, the hit scary horror mobile game series Evil Nun comes to all the consoles, and Evil Nun: The Broken Mask. It's an overhauled version of the first installment that looks to incorporate some new features, scare some new players, and maybe give them a slap on the wrist with a ruler or a sledgehammer if they're acting up. Meanwhile, Warhammer 40k Rogue Trader is yet another game set in that grimdark universe with expensive minifigures, but this time around it's exploring a corner of that universe through the lens of an old-school isometric RPG, and it looks to be in pretty good hands as it's developed by Owlcat Games, the studio behind the Pathfinder series. That's on PC and the newer consoles. Still in the 7th, the Outer Wilds Archaeologist Edition comes to Switch, DLC included, and this is that 2019 sleeper hit about space exploration with an offbeat sense of humor, not to be confused with the Outer Worlds, which is also a 2019 sleeper hit about space exploration with an offbeat sense of humor. This is the one where your rocket ship is made of wood and there's a time loop, and you have to investigate deep space banjo music, I think. A few things happened between 2019 and now, so pardon me if I fudged any of the details. Anyway, the Outer Wilds and the Outer Worlds are both available on Switch, as well as everything else. It's not a game, but the Game Awards is on the 7th as well, so it's extremely possible we get some world premiere available now announcements. One thing we know for sure is getting announced is the long-awaited Xbox Series X and S release date for Baldur's Gate 3, which is supposedly still coming in December, and that's great, but it seems kind of bogus to hold that news until then, but tease it in advance. It's like your boss giving you your paycheck late, but acting like it's birthday money. But whatever. Baldur's Gate is one of the best, if not the best games of the year, depending on who you're talking to, so if it gets more eyes on it this way, good. Also, this game has shockingly painless cross progression, so if you got a bunch of hours logged on another device but want to be playing it on Xbox, that's very, very good for you. Anyway, stay tuned for that, and probably some Game Awards exclusive Arby's cosmetics for Warframe presented by Grubhub or something along those lines. On the 13th, as much as I wish it was about dolphins, House Flipper 2 is a game about the thrilling world of a home renovation and real estate, namely buying property, doing renovations, and then turning a profit. But really, given the current housing market, this might as well be a fantasy RPG set in the same universe as MMOs like Redfin and Zillow. Anyway, you can roleplay, min-maxing shiplap and backsplashes on PC with PS5 and Xbox Series versions in the works. Remember Bulletstorm? Well, it's back in VR form. That's right, Epic Games and People Can Fly's kooky, over-the-top 2011 FPS has been retooled for the PlayStation VR 2, the newer Quest models, and the PC, and it's out December 14th. Also on the 14th, Grand Blue Fantasy vs. Rising is a sequel to Arc System Works' 2023 2.5D fighter set in the universe of Cygames' JRPG series. And finally, Pokemon Scarlet and Violet gets yet another expansion with the Hidden Treasure of Area Zero Part 2 on the Nintendo Switch. And last on our list of games that actually have release dates, on the 20th, Resident Evil 4 Remake is coming to iPhone 15 Pro and iPads and Macs with an M1 chip or newer, and I'm extremely curious to see if we keep getting console quality games like this and Death Stranding on iOS, or if the console quality price tag will be a barrier to entry to people who are used to a more casual price for games on their phone. A handful of games are supposedly coming out this month, and some of them seem like they will, while others seem like maybe they're being optimistic or just don't want to admit they're running a little bit late. Five Nights at Freddy's Help Wanted 2 is supposedly hitting PSVR 2 before the year is over, and that still might happen. It is a massively popular series that thrives on jump scares, so why not jump scare everybody with a surprise launch? Also, Sony announces PSVR games with all the enthusiasm and advance warning of somebody calling in sick to work, so who knows? Warhammer 40k Space Marine 2 is a hugely anticipated sequel from a massive intellectual property, but I feel like it still needs a little more runway to properly build up hype. It's made appearances at the Game Awards the last 2 years, so maybe Captain Titus's new voice actor will dramatically appear on stage to announce that it's coming out in April or something like that. I'm just guessing. If I got it right, it was a guess, but I still want points for that because it's good guessing. And finally, Cookie Cutter is a hand-drawn Metroidvania brawler that we recently previewed, and it looks pretty cool. Will it actually come out this year? It might, but it's not like anybody's short on other stuff to play this year, so hopefully the developers don't kill themselves trying to get it out before the holidays because there's a lot of competition. If you would like a full, comprehensive, and regularly updated list of games coming out, here is a handy dandy QR code that'll take you right to one on IGN Playlist. I plugged this last month, but this is like IGN's video game version of Letterboxd or Goodreads, and it's a way to keep track of the games that you've played, are playing, or want to play someday. You can also hit up IGN.com/playlist if you think QR codes belong in sports bars. Or you can just not check it out at all, but I figured I'd call it out in case anyone was interested. Well, gang, I think we did it. If you enjoyed this video, we've been doing one like it for every month for almost 5 years, so if none of these games are grabbing you, maybe some of the hundreds of other ones we've talked about in other videos will. And, you know, basically the video is to tell you that they're out, but if the video's out and the month has passed, those games are probably out. Real talk for a second, I have a ton of fun making this series, but it wouldn't get to the finish line without the help and extremely hard work of Amanda and Mark Medita, Chris Del Padre, Logan Plant, and whoever is cutting this month's episode while Chris is away for Thanksgiving. Amanda hasn't assigned an editor yet, but I'm sure you're working very hard. And of course, everybody watching at home, thank you so much for watching these videos, especially everybody who came back every month to watch more videos that we worked hard on, especially everybody who took the time to leave a nice comment. We read all of the comments, and when people say nice things, it makes us really happy. It's a genuinely good positive reinforcement, and I sincerely appreciate it. So thank you for all of that. As always, what new games are you playing this month? What games from earlier this year are you still glued to? Let us know in the comments below, and if we forgot something or screwed up, we'll try to do better next year. Until then, I hope everybody has a safe, happy, healthy, and fun December, including, but not limited to, whatever holiday celebrations you decide to observe. I would say I'll see you next year, but I think we're doing a video about 2024's biggest game releases, which a lot of them we probably don't even know about yet, but keep an eye out for that video. And on that note, happy New Year, everybody, or whatever. I'll see you around. Like, share, subscribe. Later.
It's best to like a voicemail to it, and if it's a call, you can. Friends trying to that's what get like random calls. Surf the internet, different ads, and a lot of times they send our information get put out in booking call. Not what they. It's not like they want that to happen, but because the phones are so open, they find a way to get. Well, technically, yeah, all of our. When you're connected to the internet, then yeah. It doesn't like. The only way people can find it are hackers. There's hackers in the world that do. Not everyone can hack or gotta really. I don't know what you. Are people out there that. Friends. Hack the government. That's a lot of the conflict access. Like treat relaxing. Yeah, by now because I went to out some. Day. To like focus on. Yeah. Pardon my. I forgot to put use my phone. It was on my.
Then just jump down here. And what's in here? Oh, we don't have lighting in here yet. Look at the beams! The beams are like perfect! How is this possible? Where the hell am I? Wait, there's a basement? Oh, bro, I feel like I'm about to get Havel's armor. Look at this. Oh my god. This entire thing. This is just nuts, man. Okay, let's go out here. I'm gonna show you guys. And there's apparently a second base being built, like an outpost. Saya's back. Oh, I have returned. Look at all this. Oh, these are the tanning stations that we have. Bro, you guys are ready. Holy shit. Can I get a guild invite? Yeah, sure. You should got an invite. Look at that. Holy fuck, man.
Very true.
Strength and honor, exactly.
Yeah, I finished.
This is amazing, and this is all the stuff that we have. This is our outdoor. We're probably gonna build like a big wall around this area, but we just haven't really had a chance to do that yet. Oh, did we finally get this area back? Yeah, I think we did. That's good. Look at this. And this is all our stuff. And this is like a second crafting station over here. I think we own this area too. Yeah, Yoshi's part of our guild, I'm pretty sure, right? Is Yoshi one of our guys? I think he is. Yoshi, yeah. That's private container. I'm not sure. Holy fuck. Yo? He says, I'm here. Okay, Yoshi is part of our guild. Okay, that's what I thought. Holy shit. This entire thing is the castle.
They were like,
Oh my god. Bird's eye view, please. I'll go over there and you guys maybe can get a better idea of it from over there. And after this, we'll go. I want to look at the mountain outpost. You guys remember what it looked like before, right? Oh, this is now.
okay, maybe it'll change.
Oh my fucking god. This is nuts. Get that tree out of here. It always just respawns. It's not a big deal. There you go. Okay, so let's take a look over at this this outpost on the wall, or on the mountain here. Was my character a bald spot? I don't know. So do we own these houses or not? Well, this one, we own that one. And we own this one. I don't know if we own this one. So we own that one. We own this one. And I don't know if we own that one. Kaepernick, I think actually Kaepernick is one of our guys. I'm not sure. And then, what about this one here? Guy Fawkes? I don't know if we own this one too. Show the map? Oh yeah, yeah. I'll show you guys where we are in the map. Beds over here. Wait. Wait, what the fuck? Wait, no way. No way. Oh my god.
They'll get what's
This is World War Z? It's the fucking wall.
big.
Be
Farmer
careful,
back.
guys. Oh, that's good. We got double bridges. Oh my god.
Put around, come.
Can't win them all.
I'm gonna charge my phone.
No fucking way. Oh my god.
Yeah, well, not too long.
We weren't. No way. Holy shit. Look
It's
at
not
all
the-
this.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. This is insane.
You have McDonald's here.
Look at this. Do you want this armor set? Oh, I will, yeah. I wanted to look at this stuff first.
Like I said, we'll have takeout here.
Yeah, not yet though. Let me focus on
Have
this
it
right
on.
now.
Takeout.
Okay, so
That is
be
bad
careful,
food.
guys.
Bad.
Be careful. We don't have the safety. Oh my god.
Wait, wait. Bad for your
Oh, this one's scary. Yeah, we don't have the guardrail, the safety rails in yet. Okay. The safety comes last. All right.
body. No. Bit
I
box.
feel like I'm playing only up.
I mean, I can't say what you.
Is this? Well, what's that up there? Is that ours?
Well.
Yes. How do we get up there?
If you digest.
Oh. Pull your hammer out and look at the castle. Wait, so we own basically we own everything.
That's why big people can. They don't burn calories.
Oh my god. This is Manifest Destiny? Yeah, this is us on the map, by the way.
Promise.
This is where we are.
Gotta touch him. Well, do it her, but
So how do we get up there? It's so far up.
it will.
Do we have to go around? Because I want to see what that castle's going to be. There's different stairs. Does somebody not know how to get up there? I think everybody needs to come down. Because I'm pretty sure this isn't going to work.
We're here.
Go around? Okay, yeah. Yeah, we'll go around until people figure out the bridge.
So, like right now, come here.
Teleport? I don't
Okay,
think
so-
we can. Because I
I
don't
just
have it,
go-
like, located.
Out
Oh, actually, yeah, I can just teleport down to the
all
bottom.
the way down. Come all the way down.
Too many guys here. Move
I
it
think it
up.
was all the way down.
There
You
you
like you gotta come all the way down. All the way down there, you gotta get
Holy
all the
shit.
knots out, and you gotta wash it every like probably 5 times a day because it's so long. You have to wash up like hours in this.
It's so fucking big.
So that if you have an apartment or house, you're like $1,000 a month on just water. Maybe home. May think it's a cool
So
idea,
I guess
but
the next thing that we need to do
not. maybe
is
for
we
a
need
day.
to actually go around the mountain. And then after we go around the mountain,
Yeah, maybe if you're a billionaire, you can afford to do. Can't predict that. Ray just said that.
oh
Ugh.
no, I
Ask him.
died.
There's that
I gotta go back. Give me a minute.
about something. Bad to stay that long.
Oh, I
If you
didn't
have a
know
lot
that
of
you could
money,
revive me. Let
you
me
have
go
to
back and get my
Pull
stuff.
me out yourself. Pay people to.
I can do
Wait.
that, right? I can just
Wait.
like go back and get my stuff. Yeah, your stuff was there? Okay, yeah, I'll go over there. Thanks, Kobe. I appreciate it. Press N.
Raid.
Uh,
Want to go to sleep? You have to tie it up. Take a shower. You have to tie it up
wait.
all the time. Dragging that whole
actually
hair
worked.
all over the floor.
Thanks. Thanks, Kobe. Thank you.
You don't understand. Get one piece
Okay,
of gum
let's
in
go.
your hair.
Let's go over to our mountain.
Oh
our
my
mountain peak.
god. That's it. It's over. You're gonna cut all your hair off.
Oh, let me go ahead. Oh, I thought I had raspberries. I guess I might have dropped them.
Yeah, then you got lucky. You have to cut that off.
Okay, we've got to go.
At the same
off.
time, it's gonna make
So
everything
we
uneven.
have a
Then you
mountain.
Start all over
Or
again.
sorry, we have a keep at the very top of the mountain. Then.
Maybe,
Clan
but
invites?
at the end of the day,
Oh well, I'll do more
like I said,
invites
anything
later.
happens
I
to
mean,
that
like,
hair,
there's a lot of
Dunzo.
people who
And if
still
that thing
need to get
gets on
invited,
fire,
but it'll
holy-
take time for me to get
oh, how's
everybody
it
in.
gonna fire?
Like obviously,
You
right?
got a snake on your head of fire.
But yeah, we're accepting. Basically, we'll
Yeah,
take
imagine,
anybody.
you know, all that hair,
the
you
only
cook
people
it,
that
and
we
then
don't want
One
are,
little
like,
piece of
obviously,
hair
it's,
gets
like,
on fire,
Problem
that's it.
Boys,
Game over.
but, other than that, everybody's been like really chill, so it hasn't really been a problem.
You know how hard it is to take fire out of your hair? Your hair is
We've gotta go
so
around this
flammable
mountain.
that, like, as soon as fire touches your hair, your whole head flames up.
It's pure sandbox construction game. or
I
is
see
there any
people in
combat?
certain videos that they
There is. So
do
basically,
these
right
little
now,
pranks
I
and
guess
stuff,
I can explain it a little
where they
bit.
try to pack
Is that
fire
the
their hair.
developers released?
sitting
This
there
is
for,
the
like,
first alpha test of the
minutes,
game.
patting their head
Wait,
like
is this ours?
packing it up. Their hair's short,
Wait.
like this, but you.
So we just randomly own this
So
area
imagine
too?
a long hair. You'll be dead. That's it. It'll burn everything around you, all the paper around you. Dead. That's it.
So yeah, this is primarily a building test, and the combat is kind of a
All
placeholder.
I'm saying is,
Like obviously they have
They have
combat,
to
you
lose.
can do combat, but the combat's really
they have
bad,
their hair all tied up and
and they
Can
know
they-
it's really bad.
fuck with
So
it. And
they're gonna be
like,
fixing it at some
hitting
point.
them.
Oh, let's invite these guys. Yeah, this seems like just the kind of person I want.
have that hair. That's why people get
Yeah.
all their hair.
Yeah, let's get these guys in right now.
Huh?
Yep, just two workers.